how important is your 50-hour tractor service and some little tips and tricks and things you should look for. Hey guys, Zach here from Kubota of Lynchburg, and today I wanted to go over the real quick basics of a 50-hour tractor break-in service and what you should look for and some little things to keep an eye out for when you do it. If you take it to a dealership, hopefully they'll look into it for you. I will not be showing you how to do a 50-hour service, so if you're looking for a physical hands-on, not this video. But some things you need to know about a 50-hour service in a tractor. So why is it important to do your break-in service? Do you have to do it at exactly 50 hours? Well, no, that I'm not worried about. Whether it's 40 hours, 60 hours, 65, 70 hours, that's fine. Roughly 50 hours is the important part. You don't want to do it at 25 hours. You don't want to do it at 150 hours. Basically what happens is when these tractors are assembled at the factory, put together, drilled out and everything, and then filled with the fluid, jostled around on the trucks coming in here, assembled by the mechanics and put together, little metal parts and components, little plastic parts and components, pieces of the gasket that goes into it, they basically can come apart and float away in the fluid. Then the filter is there designed to catch it, and even if the filter doesn't catch it, it's supposed to kind of sit in the bottom and basically get caught in the transmission. So during those first 50 hours is when the majority of metal shavings, little plastic shavings, rubber shavings, that kind of stuff will get caught. That's why it's important to do a break-in service. So if you say, I'm just going to leave it till 200 hours, well, it probably will be fine, but you're also going to be clogging your system up more than it should. We used to recommend, and we still kind of do, changing all your hydraulic filters and fluids when you do the 50-hour service. Now, Kubota and most other brands recommend doing your oil filter and your engine oil, which is definitely important. Do that earlier than 50 hours if you want to. And then your transmission, you want to do, whether you have 1 or 2 or even 3 transmission filters, you want to do all your filters. That's what's there catching the junk. And then to change all your fluid if you have the money to do so, but it doesn't usually require that. So honestly, you're fine just changing out the filters real quick and topping it back off, which is nice. You don't have to change all, like this one takes, I think, 12 gallons of fluid, so it's expensive. Now, some other things to look for on your 50-hour service that I like to say is your front axle oil. They don't usually come filled up to the appropriate amount from the factory. So during assembly, we're supposed to fill up that front axle with fluid and oil. That does get missed sometimes. So on your 50-hour, ideally you've checked it before, but if you're about to do your 50-hour and you go, I've never checked my front axle fluid, check your front axle fluid. The other things you want to do, of course, is grease everything again. Hopefully you've already done that a couple of times, because every 10 to 15 hours you're supposed to grease all your grease points. When you go around in grease, I want you to at least finger check all the bolts, all the nuts, all the lug nuts and everything around the whole tractor. It's a pain in the butt. It's going to take you another 10 minutes to check them all and make sure that none of them are loose. But that first 50 hours of work on the machine can't be simulated at the shop, can't be simulated at the factory. It's a lot of bouncing and moving and just rough terrain that you're going over, and that if there was a loose fitting, a loose bolt, that's when it's going to loosen up. So you want to make sure that you hand check, ideally, yes, put a wrench on every single one, a socket on every single one, but hand check at least to make sure there's no loose nuts, fittings, or bolts, and that every grease fitting is appropriately taking grease. So check your bolts, check your front axle, check your grease fittings, and the more fluid and filters you change, the better. You don't need to change your fuel filter and your air filters at 50-hour service. Those are usually every 200 hours or more. So don't go overboard. It doesn't hurt to change your filters. You're supposed to change them every couple of years anyway. Okay, maybe sooner than that, but I like to say every couple of years. But 50-hour service, it's very important. Talking to your master mechanics, your mechanics that have been working here for a long time, a lot of the issues that you'll see down the road is because those break-in services didn't get done properly. Some tractors, not Kubota, but some tractors will actually come with a break-in engine oil or break-in transmission fluid in them as well, and those are the ones you really want to change out. So follow your owner's manual, talk to your service or parts department if you have questions, but please make sure you do your 50-hour services.